So let's go in and look around. Just a first stop. The chandelier is a little bit on the low side, but you know what? We can deal with that. Kind of an interesting little doorway in here into the main area. More vaulted ceilings.
They're ready for an estate sale.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, it smells like it's an old house.
Yes.
Yeah, my parents were just going through an estate sale, so it looks like they're doing that here too. First off, I see it looks like the appliances need to be replaced. The oven and dishwasher are somewhat dated. We do have a electric range again. And like I said, we have to figure out if there's gas back there somewhere. I like the backsplash on this, yeah. And the counter cabinet is really nice too. Granite? There was one of the houses I looked at the other yesterday that I really loved the counter, but I couldn't stand the backsplash.
Yeah, looks like you got plantation shutters here as well.
Yeah, I like that too because it's it's very easy to open and close and control the light in here and still maintain some privacy in here. So what is this little, okay, this is like a little pantry area where you have the washer and dryer and a little bit of storage in here. Looks like they got a new new refrigerator here, but that's on the estate sale, so. Boy, they're literally marking everything, including the refrigerator magnets. Get that for 25 cents. Okay, so this is our garage. This is a little bit larger of a garage than the last one we saw, so there's potential here. Is this storage up here?
I don't know if it's storage or just
access to the attic, huh? That's kind of cool. I want to make sure that doesn't fall. I've seen enough movies where those things smash you in the head. But that's cool. Attic storage. Something to consider. It's kind of a finished garage, so it isn't just studs out here. My parents' house was like that.
Yeah. I wonder if they brought some other things into this estate sale, or if all this is from the house.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in here. A lot of stuff. When you're filling up the garage with stuff. Okay, that looks like a sprinkler controller there, so that's good. That means they put some time into that. Got another refrigerator out here, so there's electricity out here. I kind of like all the little shelves in here. Looks like at one point they had doors on them and just took the doors off.
That's right, it sure does.
As you can see where the hinges used to be right there. Another kind of
ceiling looks good.
Yeah, another room with a vaulted ceiling. That's kind of nice. Ceiling fans, of course, those are nice. We've already talked about that. I kind of like the floor too. I like the wood floor in here. What is this? Is this laminate or is it hardwood?
It's a laminate.
Okay. One of the bathrooms. What is this? 3-2 again?
This one's actually a 4-2.
4-2. Okay.
It, yeah.
Okay.
Switch. There it is.
It's the fan. Looks like we got two. Oh, it looks like you got double fan here.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is interesting. Yeah. Nice closet in the guest bathroom. I assume that's what this is. Okay, so it's tied into one of the bedrooms here.
Yeah, you got separate vanities.
Yeah. Oh, it does?
Jack and Jill bath. So.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. That's great.
Once again, I love the, I like the stonework on the,
Yeah, that is nice.
I don't know where the light switch is.
On the other side, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. There it is. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I guess it helps if you're going into the bathroom, be able to flip it on from in here.
Right.
All right.
Here you go.
Yeah, at least that one's in the right place. Another closet here.
You had those shutters in every room.
That's kind of cool, yeah.
Looks like the rooms are definitely smaller in this one compared
Yeah.
to some of the others.
Well, it seemed a little dark too. Might just because it's because the window when the shades are closed and all
Yeah.
that.
I think so.
Someone's wedding dress here. And it's kind of like my mom and my grandmother. They love dolls too. Collected a lot of this kind of stuff.
These actually have pocket doors.
That's kind of cool.
So, pink wallpaper throughout.
Yeah, the wallpaper's got to go in here. I'm also. You said 2 baths. I don't see one with a walk-in shower, and that's kind of an important deal for me. I'm assuming this is a master in here.
It must be, right.
Yeah, because it's off. Because I assume that's the master bathroom.
You know, it's kind of funny the way it's laid out because you could potentially have 2 rooms using
The same
bathroom.
bathroom. Yeah, interesting.
So,
But you're right. I do see that the rooms are a little bit on the small side.
you know, we were talking about the price per square foot. The last one was $114. This one's also $114.
Okay, what's the total on this one?
$250.
$250. Okay.
So, my first instinct is this one's a little high.
Yeah.
It is so dated.
Okay, got the furnace and the water heater in here. Okay, you said 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, it's 4 bedroom.
Brand new water here.
Yeah. Another one of these cases where the fixtures are a little bit too low for me. That one might be a little bit harder to deal with just because sometimes it's a little hard to shorten the fans, but this is really like a big fan too this way.
It's really
a lot of times, you know, what they'll do is they'll have like less space here and maybe the top of the fan would be here. So that would be an issue, just me because I'm so freakishly tall. But I had to deal with that kind of nonsense at my parents' house too, because they had a lamp like this in the entry hall, and it hung down to about here.
Every time
And
you walked in,
it was fine for them because you know they're small enough they can get under it. But in my case, I always had to duck my head, and I bumped it more than once. I do like how it's got this these doors that kind of open in here, so you could kind of expand this area a little bit. I don't know if they ever actually used it that way or not. You know, I'm guessing a lot of this stuff that's set up right now is set up for the estate sale. So
Exactly.
that table probably isn't always there.
I bet
Okay,
you're right.
fireplace. I assume that's wood burning. I don't see a gas. Usually there's a gas valve here somewhere, and I don't see that. Could be over here though.
The
Yeah.
listing says it's wood burning.
Yeah, okay.
Looks like it's in pretty good shape.
All right, so let's go outside. Now, one of the things I noticed about this one was I thought the backyard was a little bit small, and a big part of that is so much of the backyard was kind of tied up in this area. This is great for parking if you're going to have a whole bunch of people here, but you know, you're sacrificing a lot of the backyard because of that. Let's see, this is kind of maybe slightly larger than the backyard I had in California. And I had one of the bigger backyards, you know, at in my house. Now, this is all part of this property, isn't it?
I think so.
All the way up to the hill, you'd think. So theoretically, I could expand the backyard just by moving the fence that way a ways.
I would do that.
If I were to go with this one. Roof looks pretty good. Let's kind of wander around, look at foundational stuff here. I don't see any real problems with the brick. Are these actual bricks, or is this a brick veneer?
It's going to be actual bricks.
Okay.
Although it's going over a wooden frame.
Right. That's another one of those things you don't run into a lot in California is brick houses, because the brick houses tend to come apart in earthquakes.
Oh no. Yeah.
But it's probably good when you have, you know, like weather stuff here. You get a tornado, you know, it's gonna maybe slow down that piece of 2x4 getting blown through your house.
They seem to stand up a little better.
Yeah.
Just test the time.
Right.
I'm going to call this last one that we're looking at here in a little bit. I'm going to call it right now, let her know we're a little behind.
Okay. Little kind of private patio area back here. This is another one of those things that kind of ends up killing a bunch of space for the yard, and I'm guessing because there's not a lot of air circulation out here, this place probably gets pretty miserable in the summer. Couple walkers there if you need them.
You're ready?
Yeah, ready for the estate sale. All right, I'm gonna wander around the front yard here and let's see what we look like out here.
I'm going to shut some lights off.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see any problems with, you know, foundation or cracks in the brick. That's kind of important. Once again, probably just needs a good pressure washing out here. Air conditioner looks like it's a little bit on the old side. There's all the utilities, so that's cable, electricity. I see a little bit of masonry issue here, although I'm not even sure if that's just because that doesn't look like it's something that's cracked. It looks like almost like that's the way it was built. And I don't see any evidence that anything's loose in there, so you could probably just kind of fill that up and it'd be all right. All right, so let's do a little review of this one. One of the things I like, I'm not really a fan of on this one, is that it's the bedrooms are a little bit on the small side. It's a little dark in there. I think that might just because the windows were all closed up, and it isn't maybe a very bright color in there. There'd have to be a repaint in there. The living room is a little larger than the last one. I kind of like that. I also kind of like how it extends through those double doors towards the front of the house. The kitchen was decent, but one of the things, like I said a minute ago, I don't see any gas on this house. I don't see gas meter going into this house, which makes me wonder if there's any gas in here. And that would sort of be a deal killer for me. 4 bedrooms is really nice, but I don't see like a walk-in shower, which would be an important issue to me. And closets are a little bit on the small side, and I'm not really into the amount of space that's in the backyard. I think we probably could extend the backyard a little bit by moving the perimeter fence on this side a little bit more over towards the property line and ripping up a bunch of the parking on the driveway back there. But I don't know, I think I'd have to maybe say this one's a maybe. Let's go look at the next one.